Hello plant lovers and welcome back to another video. I am Johan, the Nordic plant lover, and this is the channel where we plant seeds and watch them grow. And today it's time to get you updated on my passion fruit vines that I have grown from seed. If you remember from my previous videos, I had several passion fruit vines, but I only have 2 of them left now because I had some serious problems with both thrips and spider mites, and they really made a number on my passion fruit vines. Passion fruit plants or vines are really fast growing when they get going, and that is one of the reasons why they are so fun to grow. They can completely take over the space where you put them, so you need to be a little careful so you don't let them, take over other plants. But due to control the pest, I had to cut them down a lot. I had to remove most of the leaves, and that kind of stunted their growth. They took a really long while before they starting to put out some new growth, and now it's finally time. They've really been starting to grow like crazy again, and it's time to give them some new pots so they can have some fresh soil and get started growing even more now that the spring is here. So I'm gonna show you what they look like now, and after that we're gonna give them some new bigger pots. Let's go. Okay, so I have a little plant corner here at my work and gaming station. I have quite a few plants here. I had to move this monstera out of the way. Usually it sits right here on the end of the desk. So in this window here I have one of the passion fruits, and although it has a pretty thick stem, it's also pretty small for this age. But since spring's hit now, it's starting to get a lot of new growth. Okay, so I just brought it out of the window for a quick little around the clock view here, just so you can see how it looks like from the other side. It's a lot of fresh growth going on here. It's nice to see that it's finally starting to show some promising growth because it was stunted for such a long time. So I'm gonna bring it down to the plant room and I will repot it along with the other one. Here I have the other passion fruit plant down in the plant shelf. I have this plant light directed to it, and you can see it starts off here and then it's growing up here, climbing, kind of grabs onto everything in its path. You can see here this poor lightning cable has gotten itself into some real trouble, and then it continues to go up into the ceiling here. It has nowhere to go, so I need to repot it, and I also need to make it so that it can climb some proper stuff. And then I have I'm gonna remove my pine tree here. I have it lying here on this shelf floor under this light here, so it continues to grow here all the way up in the corner here. So it's really been starting to growing like crazy now, and that is good. So I'm gonna repot my 2 guys now. So this is the guy from the plant shelf. It's I can't even get the whole guy in the picture, so it's grown really tall, and I had to use these scissors to cut off some of these, swirly bits because they climbed all over the plant shelf. So I had to cut it loose. So you can see this pot is really small for this size of plant. So I'm gonna take the opportunity now to give them both bigger pots. So this one down here will get this pot, and I will deal with the other one soon. So I'm just gonna fill it up with some soil and put it in there. I have this temporary set up. You should see there are just some cardboard boxes under this. So I can't really put a bag of soil on top of it. So I'm gonna scoop from down under here. Let's try to pull it out. There we go. I'm gonna come close so I can show you the roots. Passion fruit vines have these really thin roots, but they are packed all over the place in this pot. So I'm just gonna put it here. Then I'm gonna fill up with some more soil. I have to re-add this stick, I think. Oops. Hello, through the bush. Okay, like that. Let's put this guy where it belongs. Okay, here we go. I put it on the floor this time because now it really has some space to grow. Check that out. So we can both climb the plant shelf here on the side, and I put this plant light here like this so it has some nice light. And then I have this, pipes and this thing for curtains here. So I think maybe I will let it climb and hang from this when it gets bigger. And then, maybe add some strings or something so it can climb that. And it also, if it wants, it has space to continue, growing on this shelf that it was doing earlier. So this one really has some nice space now. Gonna see if I can film it from this angle too. So yeah. Okay, it's time for the other one. And this one, I have kind of curled this up a little bit. It looks a lot smaller than the other one, but it's kind of, looped around a few laps. So I think it is, no, maybe the other one is a little bit taller, but this one is big too. And this one, I'm gonna show you, has a lot thicker stem. Check that bad boy out. It's, you can see it has some age to it, although it's a pretty small plant. So I have this kind of gray color theme going on in the window up at the desk. So I'm gonna give this a gray pot, a little bigger one than the last one. So let's do it. Some nice roots to this one too. Let's put this bad boy back in the window. Okay, here we have the second passion fruit in the window. And although it is a little curled up right now, I can use some of these vines to make it climb the window here. So I have this lamp and some, electric cables. I think actually I might use these. I will attach those cables to the window side and maybe help the vine climb. I can use it to climb these cables, and that would be a really cool looking thing. And also I have this door here. I think I might make it climb, all the way around here, so it kind of covers up this window and this door. And if it grows too much, I might put it down here on the floor instead of this ficus rubber tree that I have here. So yeah, let's wait a few months and see how it grows. Okay, so this is my passion fruit vine now, the one down in the plant room. And we can see it's really starting to climb here. And I'm directing it, some of it I'm directing it towards this window here. I'm thinking maybe I should get some kind of plant light in this corner here, because it's a little dark and empty, and it would be nice to fill it with some plants too. But that's a future project. But so it's really been climbing this window. And I have some other plants here. It's a really bad idea to mix 2 or more climbing plants in the same window, because these are some other flowers and they got really tangled in each other. The main guy in this window is gonna be the passion fruit. I'm gonna have some lower plants like this, and then I think the passion fruit vine is gonna climb these pipes and this curtain rail and all this stuff here. I also use these, I'm gonna zoom in here and show you. These are super good for climbing plants. I bought this off Amazon. There are some, you know, just clips looking like a leaf that you can open like this, and then you put the vine in it. It has a little hole here from the side, and then you just close it. Super good. And then the other side here, it continues. It's really showing some nice green color here. So I have it, you know, go back here around, and it's really long. So I have it here on the wall. Here's another clip just to keep it like this. So I have this big avocado tree here under the plant light. It's getting a little too big for this, so I might dedicate this corner just to my passion fruit vine and have the light for that. Or maybe I should make it go to this window. I'm not sure yet. We will see. And I think this leaf is a little too close to the light. You can see it's starting to get a little yellow. So maybe this is a pretty strong light. So maybe it's a little too close, but the other leaves are doing fine. So I just leave it like that. Okay, here we have the other one in the window here. It's not as good growing as the other one, although this one has also put on some substantial growth. You can see they have several vines going across the window here towards the wall here in the corner. There's also one here down with the wires going on here. But although this is a south-facing window, I noticed that this window doesn't actually get much sun now during the summer, because the sun is so high up in the sky, so it doesn't really reach the window as good as I thought. I have this thing here over the window, it's kind of blocking a little bit, so the window sits like a half meter in from the light, and it's kind of all it takes to get to this, so this window will not get that much sunlight. This window though is perfect for spring and fall, because then the sun will go like all the way and shine like half of the day in this window. So it's really good window for sun needing plants during spring and fall. So what I will do is I'm gonna move the plant outside on this balcony that's just outside of the window, and then we'll get a lot more sun. So let's do that. Okay, so I have it here out on the balcony, but it's all tangled up like this because I kind of unbinded it. But it's been out here for some days now, so I'm just gonna swirl it around these two flower sticks and make it look a little more structured, if possible. Just kind of loop it around itself a little bit and it will do the job. Okay, there we go. I have these tiles on the floor. I had a spare pack from the apartment, from the balcony. Wasn't enough to cover this whole place, so I might get another pack or two from IKEA to complete it. So this is a very southern spot. Hopefully it gets a lot more sun out here. So thank you all for watching this video about my passion fruit plants. And if you like the video, please hit that like button And if you want to see more of me and my plants, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you soon in another video. Until then, plant a seed.